Hey guys, and welcome back to another video where today we're going to be predicting the scores of week 14 of the 2021-2022 Premier League season. Now, before we get into this video, just a little bit of a disclaimer. We're actually recording this video very early. Most of the matches on Saturday and Sunday, the 27th and 28th, haven't actually been played yet. Reason is we're unable to basically record any videos for the length of this week, so we haven't actually got the updated league table for you, but you can always go over to superbrew.com for that. So
we've already recorded this video as well, but the first one got corrupted, so we're gonna have to do this one extremely quick now because we're really strapped for time at the moment.
That's right. So without further ado, let's just get straight onto it and make predictions for week 14.
So first one, we got 7:45 on Tuesday, Newcastle Norwich. 19th versus 20th. Newcastle should get through 2-1.
2-1, yeah. Currently, Arsenal beaten Newcastle in the lunchtime kickoff on Saturday the 27th. I think they'll continue that sort of good form where they've probably going to win this one, and 3 draws in their last 4. I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to the Magpies, even though Norwich have been doing okay recently. Next up, we got Leeds coming up against Crystal Palace. Leeds, 4 from bottom of the table at the time we're recording, coming up to a Crystal Palace team side who've had a very good start to the season. Only lost twice in the league as well so far. So goals in this one, I'm going to go for a 2-1 away victory to the Eagles.
Yeah, I've gone exactly the same as you. Somehow I just think Palace, with the way that they've been playing recently, are just over, and Leeds really 2-1. Next we've got Southampton versus Leicester. Leicester have been struggling, but Southampton, am I convinced by them? Not really. I think just Leicester might just edge it 1-0.
1-0. I'm going to go exactly the same as you, Nathan. Leicester, they haven't actually had a clean sheet now since the very first match of the season, which was a 1-0 victory against Wolves. I think they'll repeat that here against a Southampton team who were averaging 11, almost a goal a game so far this season. But yeah, I'm going to go 1-0 to the away side. Then we've got Watford coming up against Chelsea. Chelsea, an absolute juggernaut in Europe and in the Premier League at the moment. You're not sure what you're going to get with Watford. Can score a lot of goals, and other times they look relegation candidates. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory to the Blues in this one, even though they're without their flying wing-back, Mr. Chilwell.
Yeah, you just can't tell what Watford are going to put up at the moment. Superb against Man United, and then absolutely dire against teams like Liverpool. But yeah, it is tricky. I do think that Watford will concede a few. That means a couple of goals going past the cycling GK, but they will score in this one 3-1 to Chelsea, of course. Next we've got West Ham versus Brighton. Now Brighton, with their hippie football, slipping down the league as they're just not generating anything at all. Yeah, just nothing, no end product there. And then West Ham, we all know how superb they are at the moment, even though they did lose last time around, but they did storm the Europa League group, so 3-0.
3-0. I'm going to go exactly the same as you again on this one, Nathan. Brighton at the moment flattering to deceive. Not sure what the score line is going to be for this weekend, but prior to this weekend, they haven't won in something like 2 months. So I've got to go for the home side in this one at the London Stadium, 3-0. Then we got Wolves coming up against Burnley. This is going to be a very tight affair. You could see Burnley getting all 3 points in this one. However, I am going to favour the home side. Wolves currently in European places, could qualify for Europe like they did a couple of seasons ago. Narrow, only 1 goal in this one, 1-0 to Wolves.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to go the complete other way. I'm going to say 2-1 to Burnley, just with the way that they've been playing recently, and they're actually scoring a fair few goals, to be honest, and I just think they'll have one better somehow than Wolves. It's going to be a bizarre scoreline, 2-1. Next up, we have got Villa versus Man City. I think the fairy tale of Steven Gerrard starting off really well is going to slim down a little bit, but I think they're still going to have a solid start because I really rate their squad, so I'm going to go 2-1 Man City.
Yeah, I rate their squad. However, I think this is going to be a little bit of a demolition of that Villa team in front of a passionate Villa Park. This one's at 8:15. Timing's all over the place on all these matches are on Amazon, aren't they? On Tuesday and Wednesday. They're going to be too strong for them. They'll just pass it around, pass it past this Villa defence and midfield. And Jack Grealish is returning to his old stomping ground, so he'll want to do well there. Manchester City will win this one 3-0. Next, we've got the Merseyside derby. Now, last season, Everton, well, it was a 2-2 draw, and Everton actually won. I think it was 2-0 at Anfield. They won, but Everton...
And they drew at Goodison, I think, as well.
It was 2-2. Desmond's. Everton this season, though, a good start, but it's been downhill all the way for Mr. Benitez and co. And Benitez coming up against his former club. Tight one. Form will go out the window, but I can only see one winner in this one. It's going to be a 1-0 victory to Liverpool. Will Liverpool start to rest players like Somali and Salah?
Yeah, I think Liverpool are somehow going to absolutely steamroll Everton, and their defence just does not... I do not rate it at the moment. I mean, when you concede 5 to Watford, you're in trouble against Liverpool, so I'm going to go 4-0. Next up, we have Spurs versus Brentford. Brentford started to slip up now with all those injuries, and Conte really getting in and grinding out those results for Spurs. They may be tough, but they are doing it, so I'm going to go solid 2-0 to Spurs. 2-0, yeah, I agree. I think Spurs will win this one after all that promise at the start of the season from Brentford. They are like slipping down. Currently, at the time of recording, in 14th position. Haven't won in any of those matches. They may win this weekend, though. So I think Spurs still not convinced a whole lot by them. I'm going to go for a home win of 2-1. And the final fixture of this game week is Manchester United coming up against Arsenal. Man United, will the new manager, Mr. Ralph Rangnick, be in charge?
That's right.
I don't think he will.
No, the former RB Leipzig, who he worked wonders with them, bringing it from the lower leagues all the way up to the first division of the Bundesliga, or Premier, whatever they call it over there in
just Bundesliga
in Germany. But Arsenal, I think that match is all over now, probably. Against Newcastle, they've won that one 2-0. I think they'll carry that form onto Wednesday, or onto Thursday evening rather, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between Manchester United and Arsenal.
Interesting. I've gone exactly the same as well. Carrick is at the wheel. Nah, it's exactly the same as what you're going to get at Solskjaer, unfortunately, and the change won't happen until Ragnick's in charge, so I'm going to go 1-1.
Interesting. Thank you, Nathan, once again for joining me. Sorry this one's been a bit of a rushed job. As we say, not going to be able to produce any videos as such over this coming week. It's all pre-recorded. We'll get back to normal soon. But if you're not already in the league, make sure you go over to superbrew.com. Join the league there. There's the code that you need to pop in. It's completely free. And remember to leave your predictions as well in the comment section, because we read each and every prediction of yours, and we either have a good little chuckle or discuss it. That's an interesting prediction. But Nathan, before we go, is there anything you'd like to add?
So on the channel, link in the description below, because obviously, well, they'll be out in the middle of next week and there's no content. So.
Yeah, but there might be some different content coming out in the next week or two.
Depends if we have time.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But for now, thanks once again for joining us. Thanks for the amazing support everyone has shown on the channel recently. For now, we'll bid you farewell, and we'll see you all in the next video.